Welcome to the live show. This is going to be a short stream. I wasn't even going to bother streaming, to be honest with you. I'm just kind of tired. I've been enjoying spending some time alone. I've had a really busy day and shit like that. So to be honest, I'm just like, you know what? That's why the title is appropriate. Chatting live stream. Random games, I'm all over the place. When I title my streams as such, you've been warned, literally, so that people don't come in and go, seriously, the fuck is this shit? Right? So there you have it. Well, I don't know. Maybe that was a bit of a hint. Maybe that was a little bit of a hint. What I did is a big boo-boo. See, I'm not made of money and I wish I was. I want to buy Immortals FENYX Rising. It's on sale, 50% off. I fucking spent the same amount of money buying the season pass because it was on sale 25% off and it was ending in 8 hours. It essentially made it so that it was only about $7 more than the actual Wrath of the Druids DLC itself. Okay? So that's about $4 or $5 American, $5 American more. And now I'm secured to get the Siege of Paris when it comes out. So I was thinking ahead. Now I just bought Chivalry 2. I haven't even played that game today yet because I've just been so busy. Well, whatever. I don't care. I like the game. It's a new place to explore. I really like Valhalla and Odyssey. So anyhow, there you have it right there. I purchased it. It's going to be ready in a while because I'm on Wi-Fi on my PS5. I'm downloading a bunch of games on my PC, so it's really hogging up my download speed. Hello, Optic Gamer. So that's what's going on in closing. I decided with the little bit that I've got left, I can't buy everything that's on sale, but I was like, you know what? Let me just get this. I know that FENYX Immortal Rising is a good game, but I'm just kind of a little bit like, I don't know. Nice. So anyway, so that's what's going on there. Okay, so like moving on from that, I got the DLC. I might check out some Chivalry 2, that new game that came out that I haven't spoken about yet. This is the demo again. Hello, Arjan. How are you doing? Are you new to the channel? There's the demo that I tried on the PS5, the PS4 version of it. Then I tried the demo for the PS5 on the PS5. And similar, obviously, but it's 30 FPS if you play the PS4 version of the game. So while I'm waiting for it to download and I'm charging my battery, we're not just going to sit here and listen to me flapping my gums 100 miles an hour, even though technically I did warn you on my live stream title. We are going to do a little bit of that funky shit. We're going to do a little bit of World of Warcraft, and you're like, but I thought you were going to do the Druids and Chivalry. But that shit's downloading, and if I play Chivalry, it's a console. Doesn't matter if it's the new shiny PS5. What's it going to do? It's going to throttle the download speed to a crawl. But if I play a PC game, something from another machine, get it? It's not going to hinder my download speed. So I'll play this for a couple of minutes, and then we'll check out some Druids, some Chivalry, that kind of shit. So I got to 43 on my Druid here. And yeah. We're going to play this guy for a bit while I'm downloading that shit, like I said. And that's pretty much it. Smart thinking, if you ask me. So how's everyone doing anyways, for anybody who's even still left in here? How loud is the music and everything? Is it too loud? Is it overpowering? I had checked it before streaming, in case you're wondering. Because you might sometimes be wondering, well, don't you check this shit on your own before streaming? And I do, but sometimes I change a few settings and I forget how it was, and yeah. Nice. Oh, I fell in the green goo. Well, there you go, you got your answer. I think it was you, William, that was wondering what happens when you go in the green goo. You do not die. It is quite alright. You don't drown or nothing. The green goo powers you. Not really, but... yeah, so... a little bit of this. A little bit of druids. A little bit of chivalry. And that will be pretty much it. And again, today's just one of those weird days where I just kind of feel off.
Speak quickly.
I'm also a little bit stressed out too, right? So...
trust no one.
I don't, particularly feel like doing too much. And that happens sometimes, right?
Death.
Like, I mean, I stream a lot. A lot. And that's the beautiful thing about making my own hours. If I'm not really feeling it one day, who cares? You can't walk into a job an hour in and be saying to your boss, you know, I'm kind of not really feeling it today. I'm kind of feeling a little stressed, and I don't know, maybe I'll just take the day off. The rest of the day, just fuck it. Yeah, right. People wish they could fucking do that. Not gonna bother selling anything on the auction house. My bank is full. Seriously? For fuck's sakes. Don't worry. Don't panic. We're not going there today.
Our time will...
What I am gonna do is buy a bag. It's okay. I'm just gonna buy a bag. And I'm gonna put my shit in there, and I'll do this on my own. Like doing the whole AH thing. We got the same error again today. I don't know what's going on with all these errors with the auction house. It's just been really fucked up. I mean, it's been weird. Let me ask people what's going on. Internal AH error. And it's super slow. Yeah, this is some weird shit going on. And I'm not too sure what could be causing it either. That's the thing. I just don't know. I've never had this before. 17 years I've been playing this game. Never had anything remotely close to this. No, we'll get rid of that in case that was mucking up anything. Again, our latency is beautiful. The game is incredibly responsive. It's just the auction house, which is what's really baffling. I just want to buy one goddamn bag. Seriously. Can't even fucking do that. Okay, well, this isn't working. 17 years, 130,000 plus hours I've dumped into this game. Never seen anything like it. Hence the expression, there's a first time for everything. Wow. That is some fucked up shit. Grab the light leather. Trying to think of what I can get rid of here.
Hello.
I'll sell this. Nothing else, though. I don't want to fuck myself too bad there. But I'll try to compact my bags a little bit. That should be good. Yeah, no, I don't know if that's supposed to be a trick question, but
Farewell.
can't say I've ever felt a sharp pain in my butthole. The only time I ever get that is depending on the kind of shit I'm taking. Because for many years I didn't take care of myself. And what would end up happening is pretty disgusting shit.
Goodbye.
Literally. Pun intended. Is sometimes you could get like a sharp jabbing pain in your cornhole. And it feels like someone just fucking stuck a letter opener right in your ass. Not that I know what that feels like, I'm just saying. And it can be one of the most fucking awkward things ever in the world.
And you are...
But it's rare that that happens.
Victory for Sylvanus.
Where the... Okay, here it is. The water.
What now?
Why, have you? Definitely never woken up that way, though. That's some fucking weird shit.
Our time will come.
Collect these items from the bank.
What now?
That's done. Collect the fuel. That's done. Crevel's parts. That's done. That means I could put that in there. Excellent. And now we're ready for 1,000 needles. This is actually kind of exciting in a way. Oh, you mean like waking up in the morning, taking a big old turd, and you're screeching in pain from the rear butthole. I can't say I get that now that I eat much healthier, no. That used to be something I got quite often with a poor diet. I used to weigh 350 pounds. I mean, I was fatter than fat itself. Like, I don't think you understand how terribly out of shape and just in poor health I was. But the point is, back during those days, I did experience a lot of that. Absolutely. Hey, Rambo, how's it going? And me, as you could tell, I've got no shame. I got no care in the fucking world what people think. And it's so liberating. Just like a big old shit. It's so liberating. You feel unbloated. It's good times. But some 15 years ago, 12, 13, who's counting? But a long time ago. It was one of two things. That either it hurt. Yeah, I've been busy too. It either hurt or it would almost like come out of nowhere. Like, whoop, oh, where are you going? And I'd have to run to the bathroom. Like real quick. That was pretty funny. It was annoying, but you know. I was on disability at the time still, so it was kind of like not a big deal. If I was at work, man, that would have been some terrible shit. Terrible.
What's up? Glad I could help.
Give me a second. While I'm waiting for the blimp, I'm actually going to change the input on my TV. You're not going to see what I'm doing. I'm going to check out the Wrath of the Druids DLC. The DLC is so big for the Wrath of the Druids. It's actually just a little bit bigger than the entire game for Immortals Phoenix Rising. That's kind of funny. People say it's short, but everybody's like, if you complete the whole thing, it's 12 to 18 hours. It's not like you're done in like 2 hours. Like I said, it was $5 in American funds, $5, about $7 Canadian more, for me to buy the whole season pass for Assassin's Creed Valhalla than it was for me to just buy Wrath of the Druids alone. And now I've got, like I said, secured the Siege of Paris coming whenever. slated as November 9th, but we all know it's probably not going to be that long until it gets released. Well, that's just it, eh? It's just a trailer. It's there to give you some hype. I'm more excited about the maps from what I saw when I made that video on the maps. Maps looked pretty good from, you know, that still image from 5,000 feet in the air. Still kind of gave you an idea of the vibe, the atmosphere that you were going to experience in those maps. And I'm looking forward to it a lot because, truth be told, I'm not a Call of Duty fanboy. I am a Battlefield fanboy, true and true since the very first game. As a matter of fact, I still play 2005's Battlefield 2 sometimes. I've played Battlefield 1941 or 1942. Whatever. One of the 40s. One of the first Battlefields that ever came out some 20 years ago. And a game from 2000, 2001 I find more exciting than Call of Duty. You know? Yes, they did. Yeah. And I still very much appreciate Battlefield 5. It became a much better game after some updates. It's not like it was broken like Cyberpunk. At least their shit works. As well as Battlefield 1. Yeah, Battlefield 1 was really good. That was like World War I themed, I think. I loved all the maps. Fairly big maps. You know, with tanks, airplanes, all that shit. You get a little bit of everything. Larger scale battles. And that's kind of a bit more what I'm into because you have chance for more strategy and tactics as well. Whereas Call of Duty, it's not a big enough scale to call it a strategic game. I mean, you can do some mild strategy. However, it's more tactical. And I am not going to start explaining the definition between the two to differentiate between tactical warfare and strategic warfare. Strategic warfare is on a bigger scale, to keep it simple, and tactical is more on a dime, like what's happening in the moment, right? Like tactical is, you know, put your hands up, he's gonna fucking punch you in the face in 2 seconds. Strategy is, I'm gonna go home, get some good sleep, I'm gonna work out and train for half a year and then come back and kick his fucking ass, right? So, actually, yeah, that was maybe a pretty good explanation. Who knows? I liked it. That's all that matters. Gonna enter Orgrimmar here. Nothing too exciting about that. And then I believe we shall take a look at the Druids and Chivalry. Because, you know, those are the new games that have come out. And World of Warcraft Classic, though, the re-release of The Burning Crusade only came out like a week ago. Let's be real. It's just a rehash of a 17-year-old video game. I mean, there's no sugarcoating it there. So I'm just going to make my way to the Flight Master, and I do believe that my DLC has completed its download. And we'll check that out for a couple of minutes. Again, I make no promises as to how long I'm going to play the Druids, how long, if at all, I'm going to play Chivalry. Remember what the live stream title says. Right? Why is Battlefield the first-person only game? Oh, I don't know. I'm all about options. I kind of like when certain games go third-person or first-person. Alright, we're going to end it here. We'll end that shit. It's a black screen. Kapoof. Just like that. My controller's still charging, that's okay. Let me switch my input on my TV. Mech Warrior. Oh, that's good. I used to play a Mech Warrior game with my friend back in the 90s. I believe it was the very first Mech Warrior that ever came out. Let's see how big this bitch is. Bitch is 73 gigs. 73 whopping gigabytes. So glad Chivalry is a small game. It's tiny. 13 gigabytes. Alright, let's do this. Why? Because I can, and I enjoy the game. Hello, Paxton Gibbons. How you doing today? Yet Star Wars Battlefront 215, 270 both have... Yeah, no, they do. Yeah, sometimes people will argue that when you're in third person, you have some advantages because you can sort of peek around a building that you can't do in first person. Fuck, whatever. I'm not saying their point's not valid. What you do is you have servers that allow for both third person and first person action, right? So, in other words, for people that don't care, like myself, I don't give a shit. And then have some that are exclusive to first person and or, you know, third person. Makes everybody happy. I kind of like Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands and Breakpoint's take on it, where you're in third person, you see your character in third person, but as soon as you aim down your weapon, you automatically get thrown into first person, but you can also have it so that you're also in third person. So that's kind of neat. Expand your Viking journey. What do you mean, buy now? I've already done it, biatch. It's installed. You should recognize that. It tells you right there, installed. So why are you telling me to expand my journey and to buy now? Motherfucker. I just hit the 100-hour mark in Assassin's Creed, which is huge. Huge for me. Why? Let me explain it. Why 100 hours is a big deal. Because I normally just don't have the time or the patience, nor do I want to have the time or the patience to spend that kind of time on a game. It's like hit and go. I consider Chivalry 2 almost like a AAA indie game. Ooh. Wrath of the Druids. To the west. Ireland. That was a terrible accent, and it was supposed to be terrible. Is attempting to unify under one high king. Wonder if there's a low king, you know, like the second in command. But regions distrust one another. Ancient grudges fester. And settled Vikings are still finding their place. Can Ravensthorpe find friends so far afield? A visitor will arrive at Ravensthorpe's dock to launch the adventure. And that's why I am not a narrator. I can't be taken seriously. I'm gonna check out how many hours I've got since I have Thor's armor. How do you do that stupid, whatchamacallit? Are we in Ravensthorpe? I don't even know where I am. Oh, I am in Ravensthorpe. Shows you how much I know. Let me go back to my shield here and my weapon. I got the Moonlight Axe. I was pretty excited about that. How do we transmog? Aren't we supposed to just be able to customize and change the look of our armor without actually changing the armor? I know that you can hide or show the armor. But yeah. And now I'm kind of... There we go. The Thor's hammer. That thing. We'll do that. Let's try something funny. Wait a second. I am so confused. It's been a while since I played. Oh, okay. How about you explain this to me, William? I'm dual wielding. Yet, I can't appear to be swinging my other weapon. Do I have to hold the L1? Is that the only way I can do it? It's kind of used as a block. I was kind of hoping... Wow, shows you it's been a while since I played. Not only has it been a while since I played, I've never really done the dual wielding thing. So I thought that if you mashed this button, you would just automatically, like almost every other game in existence with dual wield, you would naturally automatically hit with the other weapon. But that is clearly not the case here. Alright, let me just put on a shield here really quick. No, that's not the one I had. No, that's not the one I had. That's the one I had. That is kind of dumb that you can only transmog at the blacksmith, but, you know, it's better than nothing. Does this game have New Game Plus yet? Do we have New Game Plus? Let me see your services. I was here yesterday. I don't remember transmog being one of them. Ah, okay. You can enhance gear, downgrade gear, which to me is very important. Because there's some armors that I actually prefer the older look of more than the fully upgraded look of. And then we can change the appearance. But I'm not going to bother doing that. No, it doesn't? What doesn't? I'm so confused. What did I say that doesn't?
You are looking.
Yeah, over my head and under my feet. Alright, enough of this. Let's do the Wrath of the Druids. I'll do this on my own after. Still no New Game Plus. That's going to be huge. What did I say about... I don't remember what I said. Meet with the new arrival. Oh, over there. Can you tell it's been a while since I played? I might have over 100 hours, but that does not mean...
Things have not gone as planned.
But I'm with it right now.
Aid me in locating Hytham.
What is your purpose with him?
I have brought a sampling of goods from Ireland.
How loud is the
That will
game
see if
compared
I
to
can
me
bring my
talking?
ships to dock.
Azar.
I feel like it's kind of low.
Eivor Wolfkist.
Ah, so you are Eivor. In fact, I bring you a message from Ireland.
I know no one in Ireland.
The letter is from Dublin's king. Sadly, I seem to have misplaced it.
The King of Dublin. Why would such a one write to me?
He wishes to expand trade to England.
Well, the game's not supposed to be as loud as me, but...
Azar is from the east, but lives in Ireland now. But in matters of trade, Azar, your king should petition Randvi.
My point is, when you listen to the game, and I'm talking, is it hard for you to still hear the game? Master volume's at 100, music at 40%. Dialogue volume. Everything's at 100. So it's not like awkwardly low? It's like a good mixture? Okay.
Claims to know Eivor. He asked me to accompany you on the trip there.
I know no king, and I'm certainly not about to journey to Ireland.
But first, Azar, you must build a trading post.
Because it seems low to me.
Where is your trade ship?
Ah, yes. An unfortunate incident, most concerning. Trading rivals have blocked the river and thus my goods.
A blocked river hurts all Ravensthorpe. Stay. I will put things right.
As you see, Eivor is a person of action. Find me later, when the river is safely clear.
Of course, my friend. I thank you, Eivor. I will find the king's letter in the meantime.
You keep insisting that I know an Irish king. It is a fantasy.
Okay, that's good.
What manner of king is it that sends me letters from Ireland?
I don't care about a decorative element.
Zunin, guide me.
Fuck, it's been a while since I played. Oh no, that's the zealot thing. I don't even know where I'm supposed to go. That's how tired and out of it I am today. I could see on my map that I've got to go in this direction. It just says travel to the naval blockade. So maybe I should just go to my ship. Let me just see if I can fast travel. Oh, there, right there. Irish train, okay. So I was correct. I will go and fast travel. Let's do this one. There we go. Holy macaroni and cheese. That felt really good. So I chugged some Diet Pepsi a little too quick, and the fizz built up. And it felt like it was stuck, and I just burped. And now I feel like I can breathe again. Wrong button. It's incredible how you could play a game for so long, not play it for a while, and come back and be like totally like, how do I do this again? How do I run? How do I block? What's light attack? Heavy attack? How come my offhand's not attacking? You know, like it's pretty incredible how that happens. No, that's the bird. Wasn't planning on eating that. There we go. Wrong side. I hit to the right, but it was to the left to call your mount. It is a very pretty game, I gotta say. I've also been playing a lot of Odyssey lately. I really, really like the protagonist, the story, the setting, you know, the whole Spartan thing with the Athenians. Like, I'm obsessed. I don't think you people know just how mentally obsessed I am with all things Spartan and all that, and how I'm not really a fan of guns and rifles and bullshit like that. I'm about melee weapons and shields and hand-to-hand combat. That's what I'm into. And this is why we can't have nice things. Oh! See the reflexes on that? Did it hurt? It's also on the hardest difficulty, by the way. If that even matters. Helps if I remember how to combat. Curb stomp. You missed. Yeah, fucking wanker. Wow. That was deadly. And I am going to complain about it again really quick. When you're walking, notice how my character's a little bit off to the left, like a lot of games are? Yeah. I don't understand why games do that. Let me rephrase. I understand why they think they're doing it. I still don't understand why it's a thing in video games. Like, it makes no sense to me. So when I'm walking, I like to focus on my character, but he's like off to the side, and it's kind of jarring. But I know why they do it. They do it so that you can see in the middle in front of you without the character getting in the way. The thing of it is, if you had more of an isometric view, just a little bit back, and up, just a smidgen, you could have your character beautifully centered in the center, and it would be a wonderful thing. Or again, do like they did in Red Dead Redemption, even though they did that stupid thing to the side, and give you 3 different camera angles as well as being able to go in first person. By the way, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, your character is perfectly centered. I had no problem seeing the people or the shit that was going on in front of me.
Be cautious around here.
It is a pet peeve of mine, but thankfully the combat is pretty good in this game, and it kind of, you know, it all kind of just works out pretty good. Still fucking annoying though. Just thought I'd throw that in there. See, like, your character's fairly centered when you're fighting, so it's not too bad. It kind of zooms out a little bit.
Not even close. Keep your guard up.
Let me make sure it's on. Yeah. Let me make sure it's on the performance. Gameplay. Yeah, it's on very hard. It's on the highest difficulty. I wish there was an even higher difficulty. What I might start doing, and you're gonna laugh, because Drengar is the hardest for the combat, but I feel like I'm killing people too fast, I may downgrade my weapons and my armor to give myself more of a Dark Souls kind of challenge. It's kind of boring just running around two-shotting everything. And then if I change my mind, I can just upgrade again. Oh! Now, these guys are naturally going to be a little bit harder, but they're still dumb as a fucking rock. Punched his head off his shoulders. I couldn't do that with an axe, but apparently I can punch harder than I can with an axe. Again, this is on very hard. I'm just saying. Ooh, nice move. Well, it depends on what you're looking for. What I liked about Origins was that you had the level scaling. If you didn't want it, you wanted to feel that progression of getting stronger in those zones, well then great. Take Bayek back anywhere you want and raffle stomp everybody. I like a challenge. I don't like mindless button mashing. So I had it so that characters would scale to my level. What does that do again? It makes everybody happy. You are literally appeasing to everyone. Oh, I don't like scaling. Don't scale it. Oh, I love scaling. Good, do it. Right? Odyssey doesn't do it, from what I understand, officially, and neither does Valhalla. So, yeah. So that is definitely one thing that Origins does that's amazing. Because I easily took out every boss event. Right. Yes, of course, but that's because we were severely underpowered. But as soon as we got some good gear and all that, it was game over. Those zealots were a pushover. Sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I mean, apart from...
Go, my eyes.
Okay, let me head on over there. I'll try and actually, you know, focus on the mission for a moment. So that I'm not here for 3 hours. Because like I said, I don't know how long this stream is going to be. I'm kind of feeling like I don't want to do much. Whoops. Whoops, that was an epic fail. So how these guys are right here, like the difficulty of the boss, not the boss, is sort of like a mini boss, if you will, like an elite. I wish there was an option in the game to make every single enemy an elite. If you know what I mean by that. Like how this guy was. That, to me, would be wild.
Try to trap any blows.
But I mean, I still have to be careful because if I'm too cocky, what ends up happening is I can die fairly quick because it's on the highest difficulty. Holy shit. That was funny. Hey, Peyton. How's it going? Sorry, I'm just kind of focusing here really quick. Oh! Little over dramatic there. Whoops, wrong button. I've been doing that a lot. I'm so used to the right trigger button being the jump button in some other Assassin's Creed. I'm not used to it being the X button. That's hilarious. Again, the combat is fun as hell. However, I'm not really feeling a challenge, and it is on the most difficult setting. That said, if I downgrade my gear, I downgrade my weapons, I'm probably going to be taking a lot more damage, and maybe that's where I could get that extra level of challenge that I'm looking for. I became the zealot hunting them down. Oh, nice. Okay, let me see if I can figure out what I'm supposed to do here. I mean, it's obvious. North structure's destroyed. Although I'm not too sure how I've been exactly doing that. Do I just smack things around? Like, I don't really get how I'm supposed to go about doing that. Oh, there we go. Do I shoot it? Do I set it on fire? Is there a button prompt to sabotage? Like, what's the story here? Oh, there you go. I just answered my own question. So the fire on the ground is more lethal than everybody I've attacked so far. Gotcha. Something's green down below. Not too sure what that means. Maybe there's something down the stairs for me to destroy. North structures destroyed. Let's see if this counts. Not really. Okay, that didn't do anything. It's kind of weird. I see that green arrow.
Starting off now.
And it's the same thing with this one here. I'm not too sure what that means. And I did it again. No.
Let's see.
Torch.
You, old friend.
Maybe I'm just supposed to torch the place? I don't fucking know. No idea. Do I just... Do you know what I mean? Like, I have no idea. I don't know if you remember how you did this, William. But there's a green arrow right there. But I don't see anything else that I can interact with to destroy. Unless I have to... Maybe if I throw it on the roof, it'll burn better? Fuck, I don't know. I'm just guessing here, right? Maybe? Maybe I was just overthinking it and it was just as simple as throwing a torch up in the air? Seems like it's doing something. Though I'm not really seeing much of a progress to my quest. Yeah, I don't know.
They won't like that.
Oh, it is finally spreading. Okay. I'll do the same thing over here then. Maybe chuck one inside. I'd like to know where he's storing all of those torches, but yeah. We'll toss one over there. Now there's the north structures. Oh, all the way back there. Nice. Yeah, I just started casually doing the druids. I mean, I really like the game. So I figured, why the hell not? The season pass was on sale, 25% off. It ended in a few hours, so I was like, let's just go for it. The only thing I want to know is how to skip time. I know there's a way to do it. I don't remember how, though.
What do you see, Sunan?
Up is that, down is that. Oh, it's meditate. Okay. What the fuck? Wrong button. Jesus.
Let's see.
I don't even know what the fuck I just did there. But apparently we're supposed to avenge someone now.
Have to repair that.
Always getting fucking caught on fire. Should be done here in just a moment, then I'll look at the chat.
I should do it.
Maybe that's why the DLC for me is going to take forever. Because it's taken me a long time to do something that should have taken 15 seconds.
The South trading rivals are defeated. The river's clear. Now we'll see about this so-called King of Dublin. Death came quickly. A single massive wound to the chest from a large weapon. Northern raiders.
When did you buy the season pass?
May you speed on to the All-Father's feast.
Oh, I was doing that fucking online mission. Meanwhile, I'm like, that's not at all what I was trying to do. Okay, so I have to report back. Yeah, okay, no problem. Yeah, it's a really good one. It's probably one of my favorite Assassin's Creeds. I mean, I've never really hated any. I mean, Unity was a little bit in the beginning. Odyssey is probably my favorite from a technical standpoint. Centered character in the middle of the screen, not this bullshit off to the side. Infinite replay value. You always have mercenaries coming for you all the time. The combat is really, really fun with that. You can constantly do big battles, you know, for conquering territory, so you could fight for the Spartans or the Athenians. That never ends, even post-game. It's absolutely insane. Whereas other games don't really do that. Origins was really cool because of the level scaling of enemies. The setting was really nice. This game's cool too. I mean, you know, I don't mind it. And for a console game, I favor this one a lot as well because, well, it's the only Assassin's Creed in the world on a console that does 60 FPS. It's kind of a big deal for me. Okay, seriously, where the fuck is this guy?
Aid me, be my eyes. Your baker is done, Tubin, and our feasting table will be warmer for it.
Eivor, that is kind of you.
Yeah, that's what I just did. I bought the season pass on sale.
You are among friends here. There's no need.
No need, but a desire.
Starting to get really uncomfortable.
I remember the good things people do for me.
And it's been about an hour.
In times when
That's why
kindnesses are few and far between.
I've slowed down streaming a little
One
bit
more
lately.
thing, though, if you had a moment, a grain merchant has set up downriver. I want to bring a half-dozen bags home, but I would need an extra pair of hands.
It's been fucking terrible. I'm just so uncomfortable in my chair. Like, it's absolutely awful. But I was running out of room on my computer, and as a small upgrade to my current computer that's really old, that's going to be able to be used for my new, computer later this year, I spent a whopping $700 in Canadian money on a 4 terabyte SSD. Then I bought, you know, in recent history, you know, Resident Evil Village. That was $100. Now we're at $800. I just bought the season pass for this. This was like $40. Now we're at $804. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, the money just piles on very quickly. So, holy macaroni and cheese, right? And I have to probably buy a $600-700 chair next. I mean, what's the point in having a beautiful computer if you can't even stand sitting at it, right? For long periods of time.
More than anything, always been a bit of a drifter. The thought of settling in a rowdy camp felt like a good balance. And being a baker, I knew my services would not be sniffed at.
Not too sure what I'm supposed to do here, but... Yeah, the season pass, yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do as much as I would have wanted to do.
Azar, the river is clear. Save for a few bodies and sticks. Your goods will get through.
Your reputation comes honestly then, though I am not sure about the name Wolf-Kissed.
The scar on my neck.
Ah, my Viking name would then be Azar One-Eye.
Thank you, Azar One-Eye. My men will help construct your trade post.
Yeah, I'll probably have
Then
to
I
go
am twice indebted to you.
in a
If
few
ever
minutes.
you change your mind
Once
about
I start
Ireland,
squirming
I will
around in
be
my chair,
found in the trade post.
not good.
It's built. Oh, and I found your letter. Here.
Yeah, it's about $50,000. It's a Samsung Evo 870 or whatever. It's not even an NVMe, whatever there. Okay, from the court of Dublin's glorious king, Barid Mac Imer. Cousin Ivor. I hope this surprise is a pleasant one. It has been many years since we've parted. Word has reached me that we are now both on the same side of the North Sea. I am certain that you are busy. But could we have a reunion? In addition to the joy of a reunion, you could advance trade for your band of Norse. Azar is expanding Dublin's markets. Do come. I look forward with pleasure to your arrival, your cousin Barid.
My cousin Barith is alive.
Or whatever.
King of Dublin. The not near never failed to delight.
And how the fuck do I know which one that is? The river raids. There we go. Ireland. Irish adventure. Speak to Azar. Oh, well, that's not too far then. Ah, hold on a second. I'll listen after I'm just live streaming right now. Oh yeah, one terabyte is like fuck all for me. I already got my 2 terabyte external on my PS5 maxed out. Almost. The new 4 terabyte that I bought, it's already half maxed out, but it's gonna last me a good, 5 to 10 years or whatever.
Are you prepared to go to Ireland?
Azar, you did not tell me the king was my cousin.
It was most amusing this way, was it not? A little mystery.
I prefer to know what is what. But it was a pleasant surprise.
He's eager to see you. Shall we set sail?
Yeah. I would like to see this land. And my cousin Barith.
Well, I mean, I did a little bit of WoW, but I didn't really do anything in WoW. It was more to kill time. While this DLC was downloading, it was 22 gigabytes. Books of knowledge, right? Talk to me like I've never played the game before, but okay. Now, we did the intro to the Wrath of the Druids, nothing new. The hype behind it is dead. Everybody that cares about it has already seen it. But it's like I said before, my live streams are more about chatting and hanging out. Not always showing you the newest shit right away. I mean, I do a lot of that.
Patchwork of petty kings jostling for hills and pastures and green glens. My adopted isle.
But at least here, when I end it where it starts. I know.
Azar,
I
how is it
cannot
that
stand
Barith
being in this
will
fucking
also
chair.
rise as king of Dublin?
Dublin is a Viking city, Eivor. But it
Tomorrow I will
merchants
continue the journey.
and beggars come from all parts to parade in its muddy streets.
Odd to think of Barith as king of a city.
It perhaps sounds grander than it is. Ireland has many kings.
I don't recall choosing this as my ship.
Flann Sinna calls the tune.
Who's he?
Soon to be crowned High King of all Ireland. Flann distrusts Vikings, though he needs them.
Barith will find a way. As a boy, he wasn't much of a fighter, but somehow always came out all right.
I'm sure what you say is true. Certainly he is loved by his people.
I'm not controlling the ship, just the camera. But that's definitely not the look I was going for. I could promise you that. Dublin, Ireland. That's not how they speak, but we'll just fucking pretend that's how they sound. Yes, I'm excited that I got this. Like I said, it's only a few dollars more than the actual expansion itself. Got the whole season pass to myself. And I will be ready for the Siege of Paris, like I said earlier. When it does come out, I won't have to pay for it.
Can find lodging here. Come, let us find Barith.
So it was a good deal from that perspective. It's $33.50 Canadian per expansion, and I paid $40 for both. So that's the math behind that.
Eivor! Blood of my blood! Look at you! You have Anthrasta's cheekbones! And you, the 7-year-old lives in you still.
It has been a long stretch since we pelted old Ganfrid with apple cores.
He never forgave us that.
And Sigurd in the clan? How goes with all?
There's much to tell you, Barith. But let me breathe your Irish air.
Thank you for keeping my ports from being set ablaze in my absence.
My ports? Yes, old man. I can rule my city even without you here. Eivor, you arrive in good time. I'm hosting a feast in honor of my son, Sigfrid. He is 17 today.
A 17-year-old son.
And rather a difficult boy at that. Come, there's much to show on the way to my castle.
A kingship, a son, and a castle. Truly, you have a fine life, Barith.
Castle? It is a wooden house. Finely crafted, to be sure, but in Shiraz, it would be home to a middling rug merchant.
Lead me to your rock merchant's wooden hovel, Barith.
World map unavailable. But it should be available. There it is. Well, that didn't make much sense. It said it was unavailable. Looks pretty available to me. Yeah, decent sized little map. Nothing too crazy big, but a nice little chunk. Gonna save that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take a break here, like I said, because as much as I am having fun, I mean, it's not like I got 1,000 people in here, but I am quite uncomfortable. So what I'm gonna do is get up for a bit, stretch, come back, might do a couple of missions of this, play a little bit more Chivalry on my own, and tomorrow, between 5 and 6, the usual time, I will probably start off with Chivalry, because, you know, I've only been talking about it for a couple of days, and I just haven't had a chance to get around to it. So I'll start off with that, do a couple of matches, just, you know, kind of get into it, see if it's something I'd want to keep doing for live streams here and there for some PvP action, because I am more, again, into that kind of shit, with swords and all that kind of stuff. The decapitations, the dismemberments, you know, the nasty shit. I like that a lot more than just grabbing a gun and going, "Puh, you're dead." I find that kind of boring, to be perfectly honest with you. So, Chivalry is a lot more my thing in terms of setting compared to a Call of Duty. So yeah, so I'll do some of that tomorrow. Maybe a couple of more missions of this now that we've actually arrived in Ireland. And then after I do a couple missions or whatever, depending on time, I'll probably go back to World of Warcraft. I got about a week left on my subscription. It's $20 a month. Still trying to figure out what I want to do long term for that. What character do I want to play? All that kind of shit. Oh, that's fine. And I'm just, like I said, I'm tired. I'm miserable. This chair is pissing me off. And yeah, I gotta go big time. And I'm gonna be shopping for some chairs tonight as well, too. Because like I said, probably in the next month, I think I'm just gonna do it. So that'll have been almost $1,500. That could have been like half a computer. And it'll have been spent on an SSD and a chair. But it's very much needed. Like I said, there's no point in me having a brand new computer if I'm just going to be sitting here squirming around in my chair trying to get comfortable. It's not fun at all. Not a way to go. But yeah, I am glad that I got to stream at least for a little bit. My phone is going off the fucking hook. It's driving me nuts. I'm live streaming. Jesus. But it's coming to an end. Anyhow, thanks for stopping by. Tomorrow between 5 and 6, I should be here again. Why need to buy a new computer when you can hold on into your old computer if your old computer's still here? It doesn't, though. That's the thing. It far from doesn't. You just don't hear me complain about it all the time. My computer's extremely old. I can't even play most of the games I want at 60 FPS. Oh, I don't care about that, though, honestly. My computer is ancient. My sound cuts out half the time. I gotta reboot my computer. It's getting old. It's starting to overheat a little bit. I get random crashes and freezes. It's just all over the place, you know? I can barely stream some of the games that I predominantly want to play, let alone play them on their own without, you know, the OBS going, my camera going. All that stuff sucks up a lot of my CPU power, chews up my RAM. So no, I can't. I'm holding on by a thread is what's happening. It's I'm delaying the inevitable. A new computer is an absolute must, not because I need a new shiny toy. It's how I make money on YouTube every month. It's my center point. Like, I need a reliable working computer. I don't necessarily need one like, oh my god, right now. I could keep doing what I've been doing for the past 2 years and just wait. But either way, I gotta put money aside, a lot of it, and build something big and strong that's gonna last for a while. But in terms of, oh, the new CPUs, there's always going to be a new CPU coming out. When I bought my graphics card, the only newish thing in my computer last year, people were like, oh, wait, the 3000 series is going to come out. Right, then I'll wait for the 3000 series, and then people will be like, dude, man, the 4000 series is just around the... It's a treadmill. You keep running, but you go nowhere. Right? It's never going to end. All I know is anything today is going to be leaps and bounds beyond what I have right now. It's going to be an astronomical upgrade. DDR5, DDR7, fuck, who cares? It's, you know, when the time feels right, no matter what, I'm just going to go in, build my computer, make sure it's future-proofed. I mean, you know, before I go, there's only one thing I'm going to say about computers. CPUs and graphics cards, they come out every year. There's something every fucking 12 months. There's a new Apple Watch every 12 months. There's a new iPhone every 12 months. Now, a new generation of RAM. That's a little bit different. We're only into 4 generations of RAM in what? Over a quarter of a century? So yeah, that's not exactly something that gets replaced every single year, right? So yeah, if I find out, you know, that a new generation, like a massive leap is coming out, there's a new RAM coming out, yeah, I mean, I might try to wait for that, or at least buy a motherboard that's compatible with it, right? So, something like that, I mean, sure, I can try to wait it out. But apart from that, you know, I just don't really care too much. But yeah. All right, take it easy. And maybe I shall see some of you tomorrow between 5 and 6 Eastern Time.